What's going on, everyone? This is Gunsnipe and welcome to another GTA 5 video here on my channel. Today we're gonna look at the newest car that came out into Grand Theft Auto Online today, which is the Grotti Cheetah Classic. Now this car is on the Legendary Motorsport website and it goes for about $865,000. Here's the stats of the car and here's the brief description. It states that there's a kind of charm that only comes with age. And in today's jaded world, nothing's aged better than the Cheetah Classic. It's practical, spacious, understated. It oozes red-blooded panache. You open the door and you catch the smell of brandy and cigarettes on its breath. It, it's eminently respectable. It's constantly groping its secretary, and it doesn't even feel the need to pretend it has friends from minority groups. Welcome to the old world. Now, the Cheetah Classic, it's modeled after the Ferrari Testarossa. So we're gonna go take this car into the now we're gonna take this car into the LSC, and we're gonna customize it out with putting on at least the most expensive. At least try to put on the most expensive stuff and see how much it's gonna cost when see how much it's gonna sell unmodified and see how much it's gonna sell when modified. So let's go to LSC and customize this car out. Okay, so here we are at the Los Santos Custom here in downtown Vinewood. It's got 22 customization categories, which is pretty good for the classic Cheetah. Sale price is $519,000. That's just stock. Hang on a second. Yeah. Alright. Okay. So, let's get right into it and start customizing this car out. Armor, that's a given, that's 50,000. Brakes, that's 35,000.
New brakes installed.
Bumpers, see we got front and rear. Stock with primary splitter, stock with secondary, or retro, huh? Oh, okay, let's see what it does. It changes the size of the non-working lights on right there. So here's the most expensive one, secondary with sport with secondary splitter 15.3. It won't matter because we're gonna pretty much keep the car the same color, just a model after the Testarossa. We're gonna go with the retro primary splitter here. Now for the rear, the rear secondary color. We'll put it on. Like I said, we're gonna keep it all red anyway. So engine, we got engine tune, engine block. Engine tune is 33.5. Engine block. Ooh, that's pretty nice. That's a nice engine back there. Secondary color is gonna be 1500. Again, we'll put it, but like I said, we're gonna change everything to red, so it really don't matter. Plus, the engine's covered by those loops, so you won't see it even if you tried. Exhaust. We got stock We got carbon. Oh, that's a new one. Oh, that's pretty cool. Chrome tip and carbon tipped large. Of course, the carbon's the most expensive at 3,000. Um, I'm gonna yeah, we're gonna try this one out for a bit. See how it feels with the rest of the car. Explosives that don't count. Fenders. Okay, so this changes the little paneling back here. Okay, so we got and oh, it puts a okay. So we got vented rear fender and fender rear fender 2, classic and classic fender 2, and that one's 2000. Um, if I'm not mistaken, the Testarossa kind of has something like this. If I'm wrong, just let me know in the comments, and I'll fix the car back in a in a in some fashion. But it also has those as well, so it has both. Damn, I kind of wish there was a glitch where you can put both on. We'll do this one. Hood. We got the stock. We got the sport, retro, retro hood with primary paint, and retro hood with secondary. Well, of course, that one's 600 for that. Yeah, we'll put that one on. Like I said, we're gonna paint it red anyway. Horn, you know the deal. That one's 90,000. Lights, headlights will be xenon. That's 7,500. Neon kit, 30,000. Neon color. I'm gonna go with the whole red look. Uh, yeah, 60. Yeah, the most expensive one, of course, is crew at 20,000. Like I said, we're gonna go with not that. Damn it, not orange, but red. Um, lost and theft. That's pretty much included with the car when you buy it. Plate. Um, we're gonna go with the 600, but we're also gonna place one of these custom plates on it that I created for my other cars. We're gonna do the I love the 80s because this car is an 80s car, so we're gonna do I love 80s on here as well. And since it's free, it doesn't count. Okay, so respray. We got primary, secondary, trim, and crew. Now we know how much these are. Primary is 50,000. Secondary is 25,000. But we are gonna come in here and we're gonna fix the coloring up. We're gonna give it a more red color with the red pearlescent. Secondary, we're gonna match it up. There we go. That looks more like a Testarossa color to me, at least. I know there's like a black one and stuff, but how my uncle had like these little scale die-cast scale model cars back from the 80s, and it was red. I tore it up like a long time ago, but and he kind of gave it like a gunmetal gray color, but yeah. Trim color. We're gonna give the most yeah, trim colors most expensive one here. Uh yeah, 6250. Of course, you want to do this one red, just like the one, just like with the just like what we did with the the Turismo Classic. And of course, crew emblem, that's free. Roof. Let's see what we got here. We can put the Grotti Sunstrip, Grotti White, Grotti Badge Blue Sunstrip, and Grotti Nation. That one's 1950. Um, you can put this if you want. Uh, to me, they could have just done like a bare red without the whole Grotti logo on it, because that's what I got on the Turismo Classic. But I'm not gonna put none of this on here, because this looks just corny. This is to me this is doesn't look right. So we're not gonna put that. So we got skirts here. Okay, we got primary, secondary, rigid, primary color rigid, and secondary color rigid. So we're gonna go with this one. This is the most expensive at 14.5.
You got great taste.
Spoilers. Okay, we got retro spoiler. Huh. Doesn't look too bad. Covers up the gives another cover on the louvs. Retro GT, retro racer. Hmm. Now this gives it that old school. This one right here makes it look like the old Vice City GTA 3 Cheetah. That looks nice. Uh, okay, so you do see the engine. Classic Spoiler 2 shows the engine off a bit. Then you have a GT spoiler. This is first, yes, secondary color GT spoiler. Then GT spoiler 2 and secondary GT spoiler 2. And we got a racer spoiler, secondary, racer spoiler 2, secondary. Then you have the super spoiler, which shows off the entire engine. Super GT spoiler, secondary, super race, super secondary, and that's it. This one's the most expensive at 24,000. So I think this is the most expensive spoiler so far in the game. Um, I don't want to show off the engine too much because then again, it'll be just almost like the Turismo. We don't want that. Um, I'm kind of torn. I really like the retro spoiler, but then again, this makes me think more of the old school Cheetah. But we might do the classic spoiler too, just to have the engine showing just a wee bit. So we'll do
Looking
that one.
sharp.
Okay, suspension 3400.
Now don't go ruining my work playing backseat twister.
Transmission is 50,000. Turbo is another 50,000.
Can't go wrong with a little extra under the
Wheels.
hood.
If you want to match it to the Testarossa, um, then you can go to tuner here, and you have the 5-star, or you can go and do the stance EG. We're gonna go with the 5-star, just like with the Turismo Classic. But if you want to know what the most expensive RAM is, just go to SUV Chrome, and it'll be the Extravaganza at 82,195. Wheel color doesn't count since we're using chrome wheels. Tire design, 5,000. Tire enhancement is 25,000.
Man, you mean
Tire
business.
smoke, 25,000 for crew. We're not gonna put it, but yeah. And lastly, we got the windows, and we'll black out all the windows but the engine window. So that's okay. And that's that Limo for 5,000. So okay. So if you put all the most expensive upgrades on the car, it'll be you'll be spending 669,000 in a minute. 895,000 $669,895 bucks on the car. And as for its sale price after modifications, oh wait a minute. You're looking at 600. Well, this is mine, so if if you put out the most expensive stuff on it, you'll get more out of it. 679,050 bucks. All right. So let's go take a look at what we got. Now that's a beautiful car. Of course, you know how the interior looks is pretty much the same. Handles pretty decently. I mean, handles just as well good as the Turismo Classic. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the Cheetah Classic. So thank you so much for watching. Please drop a like and subscribe. Um, I will have the third installation of episode 10 of my Path to the Platinum series up later today as well. So keep a lookout for that. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the weekly money live stream.